So here's what's gonna happen. Today, I'd really like to design some rainbow outfits, and to kind of challenge myself and to find the most different ideas, I thought I would give myself categories like sleepwear, a ball gown, casual, on stage, on the beach, you know, all sorts of things. So let's get started and see what happens. I'm gonna be doing it all inside my sketchbook today. I thought by having all the different categories, it would stop me from getting into a rut and doing like just one cool outfit, and instead making me have to come up with lots of different ideas. Here were some of the categories I was thinking of. First thing I need to do is figure out what colors I'm going to use. I'll spare you the details, but I'm gonna do a little swatching of the Copic marker collection and some of the Yahoo's and figure out what my perfect Roy G. Biv is. I have figured out my favorite Roy G. Biv with my markers before, but I just did a little swatching, just judging by the caps what I thought would be nice, and I'm definitely seeing some that are sticking out more than others. Now I at least have like a very good variety to start with and to inspire me as I create. The reason I'm actually doing this, though, I feel like I should mention, is I got an email, and honestly, props to them. I never open mass emails from store brands, like never, but I did, so I guess it was a good subject line. But it was it was something about rainbows and Roy G. Biv or something, and so I'm like, oh, a dress that's rainbow? And so I clicked on it, and I just want to say I was like thoroughly disappointed with it. It was just kind of bland. It had all the colors, so they didn't lie or anything. I just wasn't my cup of tea. So today I'm just going to create a bunch of rainbow outfits to kind of satisfy that like desire I had opening that email that I just didn't get. Shall we start? I want to pick a cat over here. I'm so excited to do the ball gown. But let's start a little bit simpler and try a casual rainbow outfit. Now obviously these are all going to be rainbow, so it's going to be a bit more out there. But I'm thinking maybe mixing it with a little denim for casual. Try and keep it kind of simple because we're really working on the outfit. You know how like fashion design, they make the people like very stylized so that the outfit really speaks out, but the person's kind of like simple and stylized so you know it's a person. I'm not doing that. But I meant to. It's okay. Okay, so we're going for casual. I can see like denim. I think I said that already, but I can see denim being involved in like a casual outfit that revolves around rainbows. Okay. All right. So I have like a base to start with that I can throw my ideas at. Okay, we're trying to go with casual. Sometimes it just helps to write a little. I keep saying denim, so I obviously see denim. Maybe like an overall dress could be cute. Now, do we want this to be the rainbow and like everything else is denim? We could do rainbow tights. Thinking some kind of boot with a sock on top of the tights. I love wearing like a big sock between my boots and my tights. So simple things. Maybe an oversized shirt, since it's like casual. You're not like trying to find everything that fits perfectly. You're just being comfortable. I really want to do a lot of these, so I'm going to try and go with like kind of my gut for each one. Not spend too much time. Lighten that up. All right, what are we thinking? If this is denim, we got to go with like some design on it. All that like stitching and whatnot. I feel like there's usually one that goes up the front. You know it'd be cute? Like a hat. Maybe some like straight hair with a beanie. I feel like a nice gender neutral haircut would suit this. Oh, and sorry for the noise. My dog decided to eat, as he so often does when I turn on the camera. I'm gonna put sleeves underneath. If I were to redraw this, I think I would exaggerate the shapes a bit more. So we want that like big oversized shirt with the overall thing, but I think I'd make it more of a square. So that then there's like sort of these like stick legs sticking out with big boots. It's a bit clown-like, but you know, as a quick pass, you get the kind of general idea. All right, I think that's it. I'm excited to add some color. Can lightly erase with a kneaded eraser. Since I don't plan on doing any sort of like pastels with this, I think line art would be a fine next step. Sometimes when you use a lot of pastel colors, it's better to do the line art last because it can start like eating away at the line art and then making it smudge. Just a tip. You jump in here and add some line art. Ooh, I'm a little shaky. So I had to go with the puffy hat, or the pom-pom, sorry. That's the head. And you gotta have the pocket. Got their legs. Oh, and then these boots. I didn't really sketch these, did I? Gotta have a tongue. And some laces. Alright, that'll do. Sketch and line art. complete. So I was thinking rainbow tights and all, but like, I feel like I should have thought more about this. What if like one of these sections of denim, like if you cut it out and made a pattern, you'd have like different chunks of fabric that you sew together to create the 3D shape. What if one is just rainbowy? So this has like an artsy vibe, or I was thinking this pocket, you know, nice little Roy G. Biv. Then all this could be denim. Then we have the rainbow tights. I see a yellow shirt for some reason because I feel like that would look really good with the blue. I could do a little swatching on this little guy we made. So I really like this yellow. I see that. Have I actually done a drawing with this like exact idea before? Potentially. Maybe yellow tight socks. Then we obviously need the rainbow everywhere else too, right? For denim, I feel like I'm gonna have to pick a different blue. I want something like desaturated and denim-y blue, you know? This might work. And then we'd have rainbow tights. Keep my denim color over here in case we need that. Pick a red. See, if I go with this cool orange, then I would want a darker red. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this orange, this red, probably this green, maybe this blue, this blue. I put a little star on all the ohus so that would also be easier to spot things. And then this one. All right, got them all picked out. Can I go in and add in our rainbows? I guess we'll start with red. Is that even the red I wanted? No, it wasn't. I want this red. Use the chisel to try and get more straight and even lines. Because we'll make the legs the same on either side. Orange. Yes, my smooch. It's called a door. It opens. Isn't that fascinating? A green. This is gonna be the time consuming but awesome part. Picked a lot of my chows. That's kind of funny. I didn't even mention I had chows. Just about all of my Copic markers I've bought off friends who decided they were never going to use them. I'm trying to think if I've ever actually bought a Copic marker brand new before. Oh yes, I did once because there was a marker that wasn't working at all. So I bought a brand new one. And then I found out you can actually just change the nibs and it's a little cheaper. But, you know, you live and you learn. Next we have indigo. Different than blue, but... And then we have a nice violet. Back to the red. Hey, that's the perfect place to have yellow tights, but I also think if I put yellow tights now, it's gonna look like an extension of the rainbow. Something also I would probably do if I want to shade this is use like a purple, and then I can kind of round it off and add shading to a rainbow without having to grab like a darker version of each color, you know? I guess I'll go ahead and color in this. Do we want the rainbows though on the denim? Leave that space open for later me to figure out. Since my whole goal is rainbows, I think we should just like any place that I think I can put a rainbow, I'm gonna do it. So we will do it here as well. Didn't have any room for purple. Ah, look at them. Look at them. Do I want to leave a little cloud and maybe blue sky back there? The red goes on top. Orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I'm thinking the background could be a blue sky kind of color with some more white clouds. Sort of like that. Then I'll have a dark blue, maybe PB8. It's like a sky. I think I could go over the denim a little bit more, create like that sort of denim texture. All right, now all we have left, I think I do want to go with the yellow shirt. That just looks so happy and bright. Also could go with this other yellow instead, maybe. So it doesn't look like the rainbow yellow. I think I'm gonna leave the skin the paper white. I just don't want to color in the people. Does that make any sense? I don't want them to distract from my rainbows. People come secondary. They're just so that the clothes aren't floating there, you know? Colorless. All right, but we do need that hat. I'm thinking we go rainbow again, but this time I'm gonna do red at the bottom and go Roy G. Beef upwards. And also add like dots on that. Kind of gradient it by like overlapping the colors a little. All right, hat didn't work, but it's rainbowy up there now. I also need to figure out that turtleneck and the boots. I'm thinking either red or yellow for the boots. Yellow or red. Yellow, red. Well, if I do red, then maybe I can do a red undershirt. Let's go for it. Maybe white socks. Ooh, this is cute. And then I guess we'll go with red. That look good? It's fine. I'm kind of ready to do the next one. Then I think I can throw the yellow down here. Even though it's the next in the rainbow order, so it's a little tangenty, but you know, there we go. Man, the boots don't really stand out enough. Go with darker red maybe. Now it looks weird that the skin's the only thing that's not colored. I guess I could have left the hair. But there we have it. There's our casual. I will have it a little shadow though. A purple shadow. Cute. I'm a fan. I'm gonna cross that off the list though. We did casual. Next up, I want to do party. Party. Ooh, imagine like glittery sequiny rainbow. Let's start it. Let's start it up. Should we start small though this time so I can be more playful with it? I feel like that could be a good idea. So I'm gonna do a little thumbnail down here. Party. I'm feeling like form-fitting cocktail vibe. Thinking like really long curly hair. Maybe a taller person than the last one. Rainbow dress. Should there be separate pieces? Should it be one dress? Could we do big sleeves? Try another one. This is a really good. I love the big hair. I like the idea of it having a different body shape than that one, so maybe taller. I feel like some kind of sleeve. Ooh, what if it's like that kind of thing? Or when you put your arms up, the whole thing moves up to your neck. Maybe it's got like lots of frillies, but short. Not speaking to me quite yet. Let's try another one. What do people wear out? Do people even go out? I don't know. What if it's like a tight skinny dress underneath with some kind of like layered thing that's cropped so you can like see how form-fitting the bottom piece is? So it's like a rainbow jacket with like a little black dress underneath and some kind of tight maybe. I feel like I'm willing to go with this just because I know there's going to be more, you know? So let's draw a larger one. Start with the face, want that hair, some kind of shape for that. And we'll give her a lot of attitude. We have room for heels. I'm really bad at drawing heels because I never draw heels. But we will try. We will try our best. I'm thinking big eyelashes. The legs feel weird to me. I liked this pose better. Maybe I kind of lost too much of the waist. Even just if I pulled this leg out and made it a little tippy toe. Maybe a little arm. Maybe put this arm up. Now my idea was like a sort of tight fitting dress. Maybe with a high neckline, maybe not. Maybe with a plunging one. I don't know. I want it to just be really simple because I want like the thing that's on top to be more exciting. Maybe a lot of shading under that. Now what's this top thing? I was thinking it was a jacket. Maybe like a leather jacket, but it's rainbow. So we can do some like serious shoulders. You gotta have a nice collar and then crop it. I want it to be very cropped. I was thinking maybe a V shape of rainbow just to make it different from what we have here. Because here we have like curved shapes and straight lines. Definitely can't see what's happening in the jacket. Let's give this a little sharpen and maybe like redraw the jacket and then see. Let's erase everything I don't quite like. And then go over that again for our second sketch layer. Oh, I forgot about the earrings. I feel like that was a really major part of the outfit. Big discs, maybe some lipstick. Another arm here. How did I have the hand before? I must have had it like come around this way. So the thumb was like that, and then we had a pinky right here. Bit of a tricky angle here. I we got a little slit. Ooh, I'm really happy with this so far. I feel like we do need some kind of line here. Kind of show where the center of the body is because the jacket kind of gets in the way. So maybe go with that V-neck. And some kind of necklace would be nice. Let me just make sure all the lines are where I want them before I start doing line art. Because I would like it to look good after that part, you know? I really like that sketch and I don't want to put line art on it. But we will. Here we go. Going in. Shadow under the chin. Whoop. So there it is. Yeah, sometimes I think I'm funny. Little eyelashes maybe. Bracelets too. Got a hand up there somewhere. I'm gonna do this shoe. Oh, there's my attempt at some feet. Oh, we still have to do the hair, wait. Just keep that nice and simple. There you go. Hair. That's the line art. Go ahead and erase all of these many attempts at drawing this character. I just feel like I went a little too rainbow-less in this one. Let's just see what happens. I use the same Roy G. Biv I used before. I want to use a different yellow maybe? No. It looks bad when I first put it down, but I think it's just because it's like the wet paper. Makes it look cooler than it is. Blue. A little violets. It looks beautiful. I guess I could copy that into the collar. So the purple would be at the bottom. So just go in reverse. All the way up. I actually drew the exact number that I needed. Give it a little more variation down there. Now do I want to continue the stripes on the sleeves? I feel like I have to if I'm going to do a black dress. I feel like this is going to just need a little like glitter and sequencing action. Yes, it did. What I think I'll do is just start with red on the far left of this one, even though it's not going to quite line up. And then we'll see if they end up lining up. And if they don't, then they don't. And that's fine. It's red. This is orange. And this is yellow. Green. Oh, I want the brush. Since I'm creating interesting shapes in the wrinkles, the chisel isn't quite as handy. Blue. This looks cool. Indigo. Violets. Be up here. Hey, and I want to add glitter. Glitter, glitter. Ooh, what do we think? All right, now I need the black dress. Do I want to use solid black? Or will I go use this color? Probably a good idea to start with that, and then if I decide it needs to be darker, we can do that. Just fill her in. Do we want it to be shiny? Be like leather. I don't know. Maybe tone it down a bit. It looks kind of cool, but I want there to be more contrast between it and the rainbow. I might just grab this black Copic marker. I could even add glitter to this. Oopsie, I let the camera turn off on me. So I just colored it in with my black Copic marker. But I think I'm going to add some glitter on this. More sequiny. I also tried to do rainbow toenails, but you can't really see them all, so it just looks like they have yellow toenails. But now I'm thinking I'll just color everything else in black. Like, color in the earrings black. Leave the hair just paper. Oops, I colored in the bracelets. And the necklaces. Oh no, everything was black. It's fine. It's just what we're going for. All right, it's got a certain charm to it. I really enjoy the way the rainbow looks. Like, it takes so much time, but then you take a step back and you're like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, let me check that one off. Party. Performance, I was thinking like on stage. I feel like this could have worked for that better than party, because like I wouldn't wear that to a party. This one also sort of suits toddler. Whatever, we're just gonna keep moving forward. Let's do sleepwear. Sleep or beach? Sleep. We're going sleep. I'm a personal fan of like a long line top, so maybe we'll just do something like that. What if it's just straight across? Got some kind of like cover up or something like this. Lacy. It's not really much to it. Maybe this one will be simple. You know what I did that one time? I did that like sort of bikini where it had all those different patterns, but it was primary colors. What if I did something like that with a rainbow, you know? Or it could be like a vintagey one with a belt and like little ruffles. Ooh, little ruffles on the end. That's kind of cute. Wait, let me draw that again. Can't really see it. But I was thinking a high waist, like a vintage bikini with a little ruffle there. You could do vertical stripes. You could go more vintagey, like with a halter. So make the top longer and the bottom shorter. It's just not filling me with any sort of like joy to draw it. You know, when I come up with a design, I want to have like that part of me that's just like can't wait to draw it. And I'm not feeling that. I could totally walk away from this one. So I think that means we need to keep trying. I see a ponytail though. Oh yeah. What about a little mermaid vibe with like a high-waisted bottom maybe? Just has a weird underwear vibe. They just don't look like they go together. Here's an idea. Like a really square neckline. Could make it one piece at this point. There's like so little skin between there. But where do we put the rainbows? Again, I haven't really been keeping the rainbow in mind, and I feel like that's my main goal here. What if it's like a white bathing suit with like rainbow hearts? Yeah, what if it has like rainbow flowers? Like each flower, different color. That makes it different than the last two for sure. All right, let's draw her larger then. We'll just see what happens. Want that ponytail. I'm gonna try and be a bit more flowy with it, since I'm not really happy with how stiff that one looks. Add a little bit more motion or something. Since the legs aren't really part of the design, we can kind of do whatever we want with those. Legs don't make sense again. Ah! Maybe change where the face is looking. Move the ponytail a little. A lot of lines happening here. That'll have to do. That'll have to do. The point's the outfit, right? The point is the outfit. Let me give that a little erase. And then we will figure out the lines again as our second sketch layer. Probably wouldn't be a lot of makeup if they're on the beach. Maybe a big scrunchie. And we need the ponytail. Now it's got a face. Oh, I didn't do lips. We'll just throw some red lips in there. There you go. That's a nice face. And our adorable little flowers. Try and have quite a few of them so that you can actually see that there's a rainbow happening. Is this it? Do I want to move them at all? I do want to move the bottom ones. They're just too patterned. I want to be more random. Maybe have less petals. Maybe a necklace and some earrings. Ooh, an anklet. All right, might be line art time. I also want to just try the rainbow idea on this because I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna work. We'll start with red up at the top, I think. Make sure we leave space for the white center of the flower. Move down to the orange and yellow, and then green, blue. Next up, indigo. Violets. I'd say that looks like a rainbow. Not sure it looks like flowers, but it looks like a rainbow. Definitely needs some line art. Lighten that sketch. Do that. I've been using the Figma Micron PN, if you were wondering. Maybe an ear with an earring, so I don't forget. Always forget to draw earrings, so I'm a little proud of that. Alrighty. Is that it for color on this one? I mean, I suppose we should color in the hair. I spent a long time sketching this one for something that seems so simple. Problem is I want the bathing suit to look white, and because the skin's all white, it kind of doesn't look finished. I think just line art on it might help. Does it have more of a pop? Cute! What if we just use gray for some blush? Then I could separate the white bathing suit from the body a little bit. Also, I'm thinking of coloring this hair like a light gray. Since I'm trying to just like push that idea that the person has no color. Only their outfit does. And I probably could get away with a little blush and shading. There you go. So make the bathing suit look more white. I think it does end it. All right, we still got some room on the page. Let's check that one off. We gotta do ball gown, since there's only room probably for one more, especially if I do ball gown. We've done rainbows with colors. We've done rainbow with black. We've done rainbow with white. How we want to go about this. I'm gonna start up here. I see something really light and wispy and tooly with like rainbows more concentrated at the bottom. And then maybe kind of like using this idea. If there's like a little, oh, that looks like a butterfly. But like little like 3D elements that are rainbow and like pastel, and they work their way up. So it looks very princessy. And they'd be like, you'd see like, there'd be seams up at the top, and as they get down, they'd split open. And that's when you'd see more of the rainbow. This is what's been rolling around in my head since I came up with this idea. So we kind of have to go with it. I think it's required. I don't think I need much else. Actually, it'd look more fluffy at the bottom like this. Ooh, it would kind of look like a ruffly thing. Give her lots of space for this gown. I really like those arms. We might do something similar. There's room for a body in there. Then the gown has to be big and fluffy, and then it has all those triangles. Ah, there isn't even room for this. We're gonna have to draw her smaller. Find that torso. Maybe draw the head to go with that. I'm just doing the exact same face. Let's do something kind of elegant. Maybe a profile, like she's turning her head. Something like this. Maybe a bun on her head. Gotta go with this. Let's want to redo this whole face. Better face, better face. Go with the Cinderella choker. Not sure how to transition from like the top bodice to the super tooly skirt. Try and figure this out. So we'd have like a ruffle here. Lots and lots of it. I feel like it's just too obvious. I feel like these slits need to be more subtle or something. I want it to be really like soft and fairy-like, you know? I don't know if you know, I haven't finished drawing it yet. I don't even know if it'll work. They're flowers too. So it's kind of like an extension of that idea. So then they'd be like more sporadic as they get higher up. Now the way I want to color it is be like lightish purpley pinky. Oops! Crap, I think this might be the end of this pencil. Ah, it's cracking! Maybe this end of the pencil is just no good. Ah! It's eating it! Oh, rest in peace, pencil. You were with me till the bitter end. Ooh, what's this? Is this the same color? This is rose. That looks like it. Maybe if I bring the torso down a little, we'll be able to like have it kind of puff out more. Now, how to make it look all tooly when we get up to this point? I gotta figure out how to make these look as soft as like the bottom of the skirt though, because I feel like that's what I would like. Ooh, what if we just go snow sleeves? But then I struggle with shoulders again. I feel like shoulders are definitely where I struggle the most. Because I just usually put some kind of sleeve on there so I don't have to think about it. Go with sort of a 90s spaghetti top. I feel like this does feel very 90s, so it kind of works if I have like ruffles in the front. I like this. Doesn't even need the sleeves. Does look. All right, let's add some. Okay, this one I want to be very pastel, so I think liner is definitely not the next step. Lightly erase, and we'll just start by coloring it. I kind of want to go at it sort of painterly because I want it to look tooly and like there's lots of layers. Need lots of light pinks and purples, kind of like this guy. Wait and see what that looks like when it dries, because it always, these light colors just look gray when you first use them. You gotta wait and see. Oh, it's really dark. I don't think I'm gonna be using that. They're so pretty though. Definitely have some pinks though. I think I can go ahead and start using this one. But I'm gonna start where there'd be bunched up fabric, like in the pleats. And obviously we need to fill in all this under here. Just kind of like build it up slowly. I'm thinking it's basically a white dress, so just need to give it the illusion that there's more than one layer. A little shadow, and lots of shadows under these flowers. It's definitely making them look like they stand out a little more, so that's good. I have to build up something a little darker, I think. More shadow, more shadow. I think that's a good start. Can you see the dimension? It's like pinkier here and like purplier in these little corners. Right now, the idea was rainbowy. I think I'm gonna keep this blue from the denim. I like this green. We can stick with that yellow. Yes. What about this? It looks very green. What about pale lemon? Keep that out for now. So then we need a pale orange. That looks like it. We need a pale red. Rainbowy. That could be it. Keep it for now. I think that one's less orangey. I'm switching that out. This is fine. We'll keep that. We just need our indigo. I suppose we could just skip it. I don't think you'll be able to tell, right? Maybe. I'm thinking red at the tips of this, and then it would go upwards. I think we're gonna need a lot of gradient action. Since they're pastels, I don't think it'll be that difficult. Orange. Kind of doing streaks. This one's definitely not looking pink enough. We might have to find something else. Oh, I never waited to see how this looked when it dried. It's a little green. Blue. Go slightly over. With purple at the top. And try and blend that out with the pink one, maybe. Just blend around. Definitely need a better pink at the bottom. Maybe this one? Better. I feel like we also lost all the purple. I feel like I'm losing what I was going for here. Maybe if there's more color in between. Blend it upwards and like lift the marker as it goes up so it kind of like fades into nothing. That's kind of pretty. I think once I add in the flowers too is gonna make a big difference. Wonder if folks should go left to right with the flowers. I also mixed up all my colors. And I have a lot of markers on the desk and I don't know what was what. I feel like this might have been the pink. Just add in some flowers. Red, some orange, some yellows, greens, blues. I kind of just separated them all over the place. I don't know if that was the right option or not. Kind of just random. You know, the purples. Kind of add some like smaller ones maybe. More shading, building up that tulle. This might be a good job for the color splendor up here. Which I never use these things. Oh, and there's some flowers up here. So pastel, so pretty. Oh. I think I do need to add line art though. Maybe like a really thin line art. Alright, start with the face. And hopefully I don't ruin it. Oh man, this is some thin line art. Alright, the nose got a little weird, but it's so small. I don't know. Simplify this. Give it as simpler shapes, maybe. A little curly thing. Alright, now these interesting sleeves. Ooh, we'll go down. I gotta add in all these little flowers. I'm glad I went with the thin line art for this. I think it was a good choice just to keep it more subtle. Add some line variation in here. So I guess all that's left to do is just kind of keep going around, finishing the line art. Going around the flowers and the little flowers. Don't forget the little ones. Switch to a thicker line art. Give this one a little rest. I feel like it's starting to dry out. This was the 0.05. 0.1. That's way twice as thick probably. Now that I've had the line art, I feel like you're losing the subtleties of all that shading I had put in there originally. Shame. A shame. Those were cute. At least I have it documented. Alrighty, maybe go around with the line art. Just add depth to like the bottom half of her. I'm not sure that's making a difference. Sorta. I'm gonna color in her hair with a nice light gray. Boop, 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 boop. Blush. I feel like I lost all of the pink in here when I added the liner. So what I could do is go with one of these other pinks. Maybe a little pink up here wouldn't be too bad. Oh, it's so pretty. Can I just look at this for a second? Alright, I definitely have a favorite. And it's on this side of the spread. I really like the flowers. I feel like they add so much extra something. Like, it would probably be pretty without it, but with it, mwah, I love it. Anyway, I do want to thank you guys for watching and coming along with me as I designed a couple rainbow outfits. I still have like on stage, toddler, and sleepwear, but I think it's time to call it the little quitskis. I really like rainbows, and I think I definitely have a preference, and it's pastel rainbows. They're just more my vibe. The dog's going crazy, which means it's definitely time to go. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next week, and I hope you have a delicious evening. Waffles! Bye!